What's up, guys? Welcome in. We are going to be doing a rebuild of the Arizona Diamondbacks. This has been my favorite team since I was a kid, so I'm really excited to get going here. And with that, we'll kind of jump right into it. As you can see, our starting pitching rotation. We have a couple great guys to start it off, and Zach Gallen and Merrill Kelly both having hot starts to the year right now. Um, Gallen kind of been good his whole career. He had a down year in 21. Outside of that, he's a great pitcher. Merrill Kelly, he's been a little up and down, but for the most part, pretty consistent, middle of the rotation guy. Beyond that, we have a young guy in Ryan Nelson, not much experience. He is on the D-backs rotation right now, so we are going to be rolling with him. This guy. And then Zach Davies. Zach Davies, he's a handy veteran, not bad to have. We'll see how he does for us. Kind of injury prone, real world, but we'll see what he does for us here. Our fifth starter, we are going to be at least starting out with the guy who the Diamondbacks are rolling with in real life right now, which is Tommy Henry. Another young guy, started 9 games for the D-backs last year. 5.3 ERA, not pretty, but we'll see if he can turn it around. If we hit mid-season draft trade deadline time and he's still struggling, we'll probably send him down, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. Bullpen, got Chafin and Mantiply, great relievers. From there on, it's not pretty, but we'll see. We'll see how that performs. Melanson as well. Catcher, D-backs did just trade Dalton Varsho this offseason. Honestly, it made sense as a move. Moreno is a great young catcher, great fielder, good contact guy. Will probably have a hopefully have a nice season. We'll kind of see. Carson Kelly, been with the D-backs for a few years, been very up and down. We'll see how he works out for us. Honestly, more of a platoon backup catcher, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. Christian Walker, great power guy, great fielder, happy to have him. Ketel Marte, this is my favorite player. He had a rough year last year. Outside of that, he's had a solid career. Power's really dropped off since 2019, but has been able to maintain a pretty good batting average, with last year being the exception, obviously. We'll see how he does for us, but yeah, happy to have him on the squad. Third base, Josh Rojas, I think this is his breakout season right now. Really happy to be rolling with him. We'll see how he does. Longo, D-backs picked him up in the offseason last year. We'll see how he performs. Guy's never hit for a great average, especially not the past 10 years. He can hit for power here and there. We'll see what he does for us. Nick Ahmed, definition of all reliable for the D-backs. Been on the team since 2014, almost a decade now. Always been one of the best fielders in the league. He's won Gold Glove. He hits sometimes. Best way I could define that. We'll see how he does for us. Then we get to the outfield. D-backs have one of the prettiest young outfields you'll see all around. Corbin Carroll, Jake McCarthy, Alec Thomas, great speed guys. They're all super young, so haven't built that consistency from a batting average perspective yet in their careers, but as time progresses, I'm sure we'll see more from them. Excited to see how they develop throughout this rebuild. Also got Goriel Jr. here, great average guy. Power here and there. Last year, not much power to go around, but we'll see how he performs for us. Also important to keep in mind, Jordan Lawler, first round pick 2 years ago. Great prospect. Hope to see him kind of progress and make it to the show during this rebuild. Drew Jones, same thing. Just drafted him last year. He looks great. Between him and Lawler, I'd love to see them both hit the big leagues in this rebuild, maybe in the next couple of years, but we'll see. Depends on how long it takes us to win a World Series. All right, that's the roster. With that, let's check out the payroll side of things. So right now, I mean, we're looking pretty good. We have some budget for this year. I don't know if we'll use that. Honestly, it's the first season. Wouldn't expect more than a rebuilding year out of the D-backs, to be honest, but we'll see what we can pull out. Next year's looking good. I mean, falling off the books. Most of the core is remaining as far as, best young players. Nick Ahmed, we'll see if we want to re-sign him. I'd like to keep him. I'm a D-backs fan. I love Nick Ahmed. Walker and Gallen, both arbitration guys. They'll probably get a pretty paycheck, but that's how it goes. Carson Kelly, we'll see what we do with him. I mean, we'll offer arbitration. I doubt we give him what he wants. Davies, I feel like we won't re-sign him, but, again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Longo, Castro, Gurriel. Oh, well, Gurriel's arbitration, so all these guys will probably come back, but we'll see. And then Longo and Castro, we'll see. I doubt Longo comes back. Yeah, from there it's more small guys, but with that, all that being said, we will go ahead and sim to the draft. Oh no. Well, this hurts. Corbin Carroll has sustained a broken ankle. He will be out for 2 to 3 months. Not what we were hoping for in the first season. I mean, again, this is a rebuilding year, so it could be worse. Yeah, we got to figure out how we're going to make up for that gap. All right, guys, it is time for the draft. We have the 12th overall pick. We're just going to jump in, see what happens. All right, so looks like top prospects. We got Darren McRae, starting pitcher. David Brown, second baseman. Let's see, McRae. Good velocity guy. Good, really good all around. Just a good potential pitcher. This David Brown guy. He's going to be a great contact hitter in the future. Great speed as well. Okay, yeah, let's look at who we've scouted. Of course, we've scouted McRae. Frederick Williams, another starting pitcher. Looks like he's going to develop into a great pitcher as well. Might already be pretty good from the looks of it. We'll see. Then we got, of course, we scouted this shortstop, Terrence McCracken. He looks like, yeah, again, great potential contact guy, good speed guy. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, let's see who the Pirates went with. Who'd they get? Lorenzo Pena, third baseman. Interesting. Okay. Interesting pick for the Pirates, first overall. Who we got next? The Nationals got McRae. All right. Nationals getting a great starting pitcher, second overall pick. All right. And the third pick. Tigers rolling with Alex Saldana, center fielder. Great potential. Okay, nice. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and sim to our pick. Oh, McCracken went at 10. I really was hoping for McCracken, dude. All right, we'll see So no one we scouted is left. Shows I did a pretty poor job scouting. However, so we could grab a potential strong reliever. It looks like that's actually our option right now. It's just a strong. It looks like pitching is where we're gonna end up. I'm okay with that. Just a matter of which guy do we want. We want a starter, a reliever. Thurman Bush looking good. Who's best right now? I think Abraham Cruz is the best right now, but obviously Oren Morales and Thurman Bush got the best potential. This guy opted out of a doctor's exam, and this guy's injured right now. Okay, I think I'm gonna roll with Abraham Cruz. He looks like the best player right now. He looks like a good pitcher. Potential good velocity guy, good stamina. Strikeouts and walks per 9 looking pretty good. Control's nice. I like him. We're gonna go with this guy. Abraham Cruz. Okay. It's our first pick. Let's see about the next pick, number 47. Okay. Wow. We got a reliever who could potentially be very underrated. Or not. That's the key with this. His overall could be as low as a 38. He's only 18. Oof. How's this catcher looking, though? Oh, man. He's got good contact hitting, just no power. Good fielding, it looks like, too. Do we want another catcher? Or do we want to take a risk to bolster the bullpen? We're going to go with the bullpen guy. I might regret that, but we're going to take a shot in the dark on it. Alright, and then we get a comp balance pick. How fun is that? Think a third baseman, 18-year-old third baseman. We're going to do it. We're going to take a risk on this guy. Okay. With that, we're going to go ahead and sim the rest of the draft. And mid-season, we're going to sim one more game. Okay. Let's see, do we have anyone in the home run derby? Nope. Not a shocker. So right now, mid-season, 42-49 at the All-Star break. Let's see if we had any All-Stars. Let's see, so no starting pitchers. Gallen didn't make it. No pitchers at all. Okay. Moreno. Wow, he's already an All-Star, huh? Hitting 289, 9 homers through 78 games. Not bad, dude. 40 ribbies. What's his OPS? OPS 778. His WAR is a 2.4. 2.4 through 78 games. As a catcher, you like to see that. A rookie, technically rookie catcher. Yeah, you really like to see that. I'm happy with that. Christian Walker made the game too. 20 homers already this season, hitting 256, 54 ribbies. Okay, good Christian Walker numbers right there. I want to see what his WAR is at. He's at a 2.2. Okay. Not bad. He might be on pace to have his best career WAR this season. That's nice. Anybody else? Looks like that's it. So 2 All-Stars, we'll take it. Better than 1. Checking out stats. Okay. McCarthy, 293. Corbin Carroll hitting 330. To be fair, he's only played 25 games thus far, but through 100 at-bats, hitting 330, 5 homers, 29 ribbies. 1.5 WAR through 25 games. I'll take it. Again, McCarthy's looking good. 9 homers, hitting 293. Not the best WAR, but whatever. Carson Kelly, not doing his best. Pavin Smith, I'm surprised he's even hitting that well, to be honest. Moreno. You love to see it. Ahmed having a strong hitting seat. What the heck? I'll take it. Hitting 266. I think that matches his career high in batting average. It does. Only throughout the season, but that's a great start. Okay. You love to see. Longo has 16 homers. On pace to have the most homers he's had since 2016. That's fire. Okay. Best batting average he's had in years right now, too. Okay. Not at the best WAR, but whatever, dude. Go off. Rojas not doing everything I hoped for thus far, but it's okay. Alright, not bad overall. Let's check out the rotation. We don't have any pitchers in the All-Star game. Gallen not having his best season. Pitching 3.7 ERA. That's not great for him. Merrill Kelly, though, having a good season thus far. 2.69. Almost surprised he didn't make the All-Star game. Probably that 6-6 record. See, that's so funny. 2.69 ERA, 6-6. 3.7 ERA, 9-6. Isn't that funny how that works out? Ryan Nelson is struggling, dude. 2-9, 5.98. Holy cow. And we don't even have the right guy. No wonder. Alright, so our rotation right now is not where it needs to be. Zach Davies is the only guy somewhat meeting expectations among three guys we have, in and out of the rotation, it seems. So we are going to have to make a change here mid-season. This is the time. So we're going to move Zach Davies into the 3 spot in the rotation. Miguel Castro, we'll leave him in the bullpen for now, but we got to do something about this. So I like Spencer Turnbull. Thing is, if we're trading for him, we're going to have to give up something else, which I'm willing to do. Just a matter of what. We have all these starting pitchers. Could this work? So these are 3 guys we're probably going to be losing at the end of the season anyways, because frankly, I don't want to pay to re-sign any of them. All of them for 30-year-old good pitcher who can have an impact for us in the long term. And he's got a year left on his contract right now. We don't even have to re-sign him this year. I think we're going to roll with it. And look at all that money we get back. I don't think it even matters right now, but screw it. All right. All right, guys. Well, end of the first season. 71-91. Did not make the playoffs, obviously. Let's check out the stats. Zach Gallen finished not his best year, not his worst year, obviously. 15-8, 3.59 ERA, 2.7 WAR. Not bad. Obviously, you want to see better from your ace, but, that's okay. Merrill Kelly kind of picked it up, had a great season. 3.35, 1.5 WAR. What do you go? 10-12. He deserved better. Obviously, offense didn't get behind him very well in the games he pitched, but overall, had a good season, I would say. Humberto Castellanos, for it being, coming up about halfway through the season, didn't do bad. I'm okay with that from back of the rotation guy, 4.28. 4-7? We can live with it overall. Ryan Nelson, man, that stinks. That's tough. Hopefully, I'm not ready to give up on the guy yet. He's just got too much potential. I want to give him another season. We'll see how he does next season. Come trade deadline time, we're going to keep him for now. Turnbull did great for us, 11-6, 3.35. I just thought about it. We might not keep Ryan Nelson through next season because we might be able to sign a free agent. We'll see. Bullpen, we need bullpen help bad. So basically, Mantiply, Chafin, and Melanson are 3 reliable guys. Beyond that, you had a couple guys, 4.1 ERAs, the rest 5, above 5. It's not good. average. Our lineup looks good. Christian Walker, 33 homers. Um, Average, of course, not great, but he's never a great average guy. Corbin Carroll, the average, he really fell off about halfway through the season, but overall, not bad, given it's basically his rookie year. We'll take it for him. Moreno, 281. Great season for Moreno. Rookie year, 281, 15 homers as a catcher. I mean, 3.7 WAR. That's great. What was Corbin's WAR? 2.1. Okay. Overall, I like what we did this year. I'm okay with this lineup. I'm okay all around. Cattell getting the average back up this year. 0 WAR. That's funny. Cool. I mean, everyone did their jobs, I'd say. We need a little more. And the Dodgers won the World Series against the Angels. Wow, they had the Battle of LA. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Let's just see if we got anybody here. Corbin Carroll pushing for Rookie of the Year, but not good enough. Let's see. We got Moreno, Gold Glove his rookie season. Beautiful. Christian Walker, another Gold Glove. Anybody else? He pushed for the Silver Slugger too. Looks like that's it. So our only award winners were 2 Gold Glovers. We'll take it. Corbin Carroll really pushed for Rookie of the Year. Kind of feel like Moreno should have gotten a better shot at that, but whatever. So starting pitcher, I mean, we lost Davies. I'm probably going to call it Fat. I like what he's got going. I want to see what he can do this year. Yeah, I feel like I'm okay with this big 3 in the starting rotation for sure, and then hopefully Ryan will pick it up, and I want to see how Fat does. Relief help. We could use some. I'm not even sure. Do we have Austin Adams? Okay, yeah, arbitration. Probably going to call up Austin Adams this year. So we're going to do this for perspective. Easy Wicks. He actually didn't do poorly. I want to keep him up. Sulzer. So with Sulzer, we're going to send him down. And then I think we're going to let Jameson come up. Be another relief guy like that. We're going to have 1 closer on our whole roster, man. That seems silly. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I could sign a closer. We could, nah, Chafin's just not a closer, man. Okay, let's see what else we need real quick. I like catcher. I like Moreno, Carson Kelly. I think we're fine there. I like this. Christian Walker obviously is going to work for me. I will not give up Cattell. I like Rojas, Munoz, and you know what? I think I want to see it this year. I know he's only 21. I want to make it happen. Jordan Lawler, welcome to the show. He's going to start next season in the league. It's getting tough not to say the same for Drew Jones, too. I mean, we got 6 outfielders in the league, man. That's just tough. I mean, we'd have to bench Alec Thomas. We could do... We're going to give Drew Jones another year to develop. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put him in AAA. We're going to give him 1 more year. Okay. So we're going to sign a closer, no doubt about that. It's going to be our first free agency priority. So closers. We got Josh Hader, Blake Trinan. I feel like Trinan's a smart option. Like, yeah, Hader's great, but look at how much the Padres offered him, and it's not nearly enough. With Trinan, yeah, he's older. I think we can get away with a lot less money. A lot more production in the short term, so we're going to roll with that. Shortstops. Rosario, he's 28. We could get him for like a year or 2. Trade him or just let him go afterwards. Look at all this talent. Starting pitcher. How funny would it be if the Diamondbacks had Kershaw for one season? 90 overall. Hear me out. I might be pushing this, but it's kind of like he could make a huge... This is tough, man. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for 1 year with Kershaw. 1 year. And then we're trying to pick up a nice closer too. I don't think... I think I'm okay with our lineup right now. Like, I don't think we have any huge needs. Matt Chapman could help at third base, but is it really worth it? No, we're going to roll with that for now. Josh Hader went to the Red Sox, and we got Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw is an Arizona Diamondback for one season only. Interested to see how that goes. Reese Hoskins went to the Pirates. Shohei went to the Giants. And we received this trade offer from the Padres. Seth Lugo, 4.38 ERA last year for, once again, teams trying to get Chafin. Declined once again. As we look at our roster, we were able to pick up Trinan. So that is our new closer. Bullpen looking a lot better. Obviously, Micey Wicks might be a weak spot. Other than that, I like the look. I love Gallen, Kershaw, Turnbull, Kelly, Big Four, and then Ryan Nelson. You know what, actually? Umberto's going to be number 5. Ryan Nelson can pitch in AAA after that horrendous season he just had. Alright, guys. Year 2, rotation looking pretty. Gallen, Kershaw, Turnbull, Kelly, Fat. Bullpen, slight improvement from last year. You see we have Trinan now. I'm going to put him in the closer spot. Chafin, Austin Adams finally got called up after spending all year last year in AAA. Joe Mantiply. And then we have Bryce Jarvis, actually. He is a starter. He was an all-star in the minors last year. We're going to let him try his hand at the bullpen in the majors, so we'll see how that goes. Lineup, looking pretty. McCarthy, Rojas, Gurriel, Walker, Carroll. I like how we're looking here. And Lawler, I want to see him in the lineup, dude. I want to see Lawler in the lineup. I want Lawler playing. I want him to develop. That's kind of a priority right now. Yeah, it makes sense. Let Munoz be the backup. Alright, guys, I will see you on draft day. Alright, guys, it's been a very up and down start to the season. We are 48 and 41 right now, I believe. So winning record, however, not quite up to par with what we're expecting this season. Looking to win the division, so see if we can turn it around second half. In the meantime, it is draft time. So first off, I believe that was the Athletics with the first pick. Makes sense with the season they had they're having this year, I should say. Dominic Nunez, starting pitcher. I believe he was number 1 on the board. No, wait. The A's took the 70th ranked prospect in the draft with the number 1 pick. Yeah, we got to be missing something with that. Maybe he's got a 99 potential or something. I don't know, man. That comes off as a pretty crazy pick. But, hey, man, to each their own. Athletics are going to athletic, you know. What's number 2? Red Sox went with Damon Dark. Okay, another starting pitcher. It's still an interesting pick. I mean, he doesn't look that great. Again, maybe we're missing something with the scouting. Maybe that's all it is. And the third pick. Who had it? Tigers. The Tigers went with Julio Valdez, that second baseman I was looking at. Okay, they took him. That one seems like a good pick. All right. We're going to jump to our pick, see what we got. Not much, apparently. It's first on the board here. Ooh. So the number 1 ranked prospect is still left on the board. We're going to roll with it, like take a chance on it, see what happens. He looks good, though. Yeah, he looks good. I'm kind of hype about that. I got a feeling. Okay, and then we're just going to draft a nice little relief pitcher with our next pick. Richard Gildehouse. Cool. All right, our third pick. Grab a catcher, maybe? Nah, I like the shortstop. Gil Delgado. Gil Delgadio. I'm cool with it. All right. We're gonna go ahead and advance the draft now. Cool. I'm happy with what we got there. Let's see what All-Stars we had this year. So, still not a starting pitcher on the All-Star team. Interesting. Even out of 6 of them? Our closer did make it, Blake Trinan. Okay, so our closer was good enough to make the All-Star team. None of our starters were. Any other positions? Nope. We had 1 All-Star, and he was our closing pitcher. Okay, that's something. Let's see why. Okay, Gallon, 3 point. No one on our... Okay, so that's interesting. No one on our rotation has a sub-3 ERA, but they all have a sub-4 ERA. I guess that's good, you know? Yeah, like, I can't complain about that. That's great, honestly. Bullpen actually looks really good, too. Couple guys struggling. I'm surprised to see Mantiply struggling. Jarvis, okay. Wow, these guys above expectations, and then big 3 down here, just especially Chafin and Trinan, man. They're insane. Lineups. I feel like our offense must be dragging us down. Rojas, this is his breakout year. I told y'all it would happen. Lots of good averages. Walker continues to. Corbin Carroll is hitting better than Christian Walker in every possible way. Huh. Lawler struggling, man. We called him up too soon. That's it. Overall, though, the offense not bad. Like, Rojas the only guy hitting above 300, but that's not too surprising. McCarthy doing well. Surprised Carroll's not hitting for a better average, but he's really turned up the power this season. Let's see, WAR-wise, 2.3. Ross only has 1.4. So it looks like Corbin Carroll probably has the highest WAR amongst position players at 2.3. Yeah, he sure does. We'll take that, and then who has the highest WAR amongst our pitchers? Kershaw's got a 2. At least among starters, that's the best. Yeah. Okay. So right now our top players technically are Kershaw and Corbin Carroll. We actually signed our first round pick on the first try this time. Leandro Arellano, he looks good, guys. Like, overall, minimum overall to start out to 67. Probably going to be a little higher. Great potential either way. Like, he looks good. All right, well, I really thought the season was going better, but to be honest, we just got plagued with injuries in the second half. We really choked it away the final month, and we ended up at 500 to end our second season. Kind of tough, but all we can do is go up from here. Obviously, it's an improvement from the previous season. Hopefully, we can bring back most of our talent and make the most of it, per se. The Braves won the World Series this year, of course. So stats-wise, I mean, the rotation looked great. Turnbull ended up really choking the second half of the season, but whatever. Gallen ended up being our best pitcher, as the ace should be. He had a great second half. As we look at the bullpen, Jarvis struggled. Walston came up and did great. Oh, he barely pitched though. Mantiply had his worst season ever. The rest of the relievers honestly did a great job. The issue wasn't the pitching staff. So let's look at this lineup. Rojas, great year, 315 average, 1.7 more. Cattell just doesn't have it, man. Goodness, I love the guy, but he's done. At least in this rebuild, he's not it. We may have to replace him. McCarthy, 2.7 WAR, 277, had a good year. Christian Walker, 24 homers, 244, 1.6 WAR. So Ketel Marte is the only one with a negative WAR in the whole lineup. Corbin Carroll, he only ended up hitting 230. Man, he started out so hot too. Just fought injuries all year though. This guy, I'm telling you, every 10 games it was another notification that Corbin Carroll's injured. Like, could not stay healthy. And I think that really hurt his season. Overall, and Moreno, after a great rookie season, really just tanked. From 281 to 216 your sophomore year, that's crazy. WAR from 3.7 to 0.9. That's hard, man. That's tough. So obviously, a lot of our young guys will develop. We'll look into replacing some of the older guys. Hopefully we can bring back the guys that matter. That's all we can do, though. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and call it we'll call this part 1. We will have a part 2, and hopefully that part 2 will end with us winning the World Series. For now, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please tune in again for the next one. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. With all that being said, thank you so much. Have a great day.